Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Please, if you can hear me, please send an emoji or say yes in chats just to be sure that you can all hear me. Okay, hello, Nicholas. Welcome. Awesome to have you here today. This is awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's just wait for some more people to join. So please, if you can hear me, um, let me know in the chats. Let me know. All right, so Nuashim, welcome. Awesome to have you here. Doris, welcome, 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 welcome. This today is going to be an awesome day. I hope you guys are ready to drink from the wells of knowledge today. It's going to be awesome. Okay. All right, Abdullah. Yes, Nicholas. Yes, I am smiling because I am so happy to be here to be with all of you. Today's going to be awesome. Princess, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Awesome to have you here, Doris. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today is going to be an awesome day. I hope you guys are ready to drink from the well of knowledge today. It's going to be awesome. So, I hope everyone's afternoon was nice. Today is Saturday. How are you guys feeling? Are you ready to learn a lot right now? Because today, are you guys excited? I'm sure you're wondering who's going to be our speaker this afternoon, but you'll find out soon enough. All right, Chidera, welcome. Awesome. You're here. Welcome. Abdullah, awesome. Loving this. I'm loving this. Okay, if you guys are ready, I want you guys to send me fire emojis, just send fire emojis, just to get your mood at the moment. So just send fire emojis, just okay. Prevail, welcome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm loving this. Right. So what? It's already 9 minutes past our expected time. Right. But let's just wait for a few more minutes. I hope you're. Yes, yes, Usman. Thank you. Right. Oh yeah. Awesome. 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 This is. I love this. I love this. Do you guys know who's going to be our speaker today? Can you guys guess who's going to be our speaker today? It's going to be awesome today, guys. It's going to be awesome today. It's going to be totally awesome. Right. Okay. All right. Obie. Awesome. Hoping for a lot. Yes. And you are going to get a lot because that is what IVD. Okay, really. Ah, let's so. Okay, are you guys excited? I hope you all are here and excited. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the participation in the chat. Yes, I'm seeing all the fire emojis. Awesome, awesome. That is great. That is great. Yes, Favor, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. More of you are coming in. So please keep coming in. Send your fire emojis, send how you're feeling, what's happening at the moment with you. Just yes, I love to see this. I love to see this. I love to see this. Yes, 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 yes. I want us to be all excited for today. Like it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome today. And I hope all of you are ready to learn. Because we always have to be ready to learn, unlearn, relearn, all of that. We should be ready for all of that. Right. So let me do a little introduction. So my name is Favor Dubio. I am the head of the outreach team. Um, I'm the head of the outreach team for Ivy Lead. So today I'm going to be your host, and I have a co-host. His name is John. He's going to basically just be in the background, doing the technical and all of that. So guys are going to be seeing my face. I'm going to be talking to you all for most of today. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this leadership training session. And I know that it's going to be awesome. I know that you're all going to learn a lot from all that's going to be said and for the weeks right to come. Right, leadership is an art, a skill, a responsibility, a service. Right, whether you are in the leadership sector, like whether you are in a place where you are a leader or you are not in that position or you are aspiring to be, right, this 5 week training, I hope you guys are excited. This 5 week training aims to equip you, with the tools, the insights, the experience, right, to excel in your leadership journey. So today I want you guys to embark on this leadership journey with me. Right. So we have a speaker today. Are you guys ready to find out who our speaker is? If you guys are ready, please send yes in the chat. Send yes in the chat. Send yes in the chat. If you guys are ready to know who our speaker is going to be. Because me, I'm already excited. Like I'm excited already. Send yes, send yes. Are you guys ready to know who our speaker is going to be? Are you ready to know who our speaker is going to be? I hope you guys are excited as I am. Are you excited as I am? Mm. Yes, yes. Usman, thank you. Awesome, 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 awesome. You guys are going to love who our speaker is today. Like, yeah, you're going to absolutely love it. Going to love it. So let me just give you a little brief on who our speaker is today. You guys should, take a seat and get ready to learn from our speaker. So, ladies and gentlemen, my wonderful Ivy League people, um, I'd like for you to welcome our next speaker, Mr. Odetayo David Mayowa. He is the founder of Ivy Lead, as to why we are here today. He brought this whole thing together. Um, a social enterprise focused on leadership development. That's what Ivy Lead is, right? We're focused on leadership development and community empowerment with over 10 years of experience. So we're not just bringing that's just learning, as as my fellow Nigerians will say, that's just learning work. We're bringing someone with over 10 years of experience. So you can see that whatever we are going to learn from him today, it's going to be awesome. Um, he has 10 years of experience in project management, capacity building, and business development. You can see he has a lot of things, right? Mr. Mariwa has mentored and guided thousands of individuals in various sectors across Nigeria. Currently, he's serving as a business and leadership developer, as well as the national coordinator for Mind the Gap Africa, and Nigeria. He's passionate about social entrepreneurship and creating positive change. Truly, like out of this, like I have learned so much from Mr. Odeta. Like I have learned so much. In fact, I am still learning more from him. Notably, Mr. Maiwa serves as the National Project Manager for Digital Onboarder CDS and holds the esteemed position of President of Air Force Secondary School Alumni. In these roles, he has mentored and guided over 10,000. Like you are you guys listening to these numbers? I'm not playing with you. I'm not trying to, sell you lies or anything. But he has mentored and guided over 10,000 core members, imparting valuable knowledge and fostering growth across diverse fields and sectors. So who we are bringing to you today, he's the one who brought the vision for Ivy Lead. He's the reason why we are here today. He brought this vision, and we are here to all carry this vision. So you are going to learn a lot from him. You are going to drink from, from his experience, from the knowledge that he has, and be rest assured there's going to be time for questions and all of that. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Odetayo David Mayo to take. Project management and business development. You can see he has a lot of things, right? Mr. Mariwa has mentored and guided thousands of individuals in various sectors across Nigeria. Currently, he's serving as the business and leadership developer, as well as the national coordinator for Mind the Gap Africa and business development. You can see he has a lot of things, right? Mr. Mariwa has mentored and guided thousands of individuals in various sectors across Nigeria. Currently, he's serving as the business and leadership developer, as well as the national coordinator for Mind the Gap Africa and business development. You can see he has a lot of things, right? Mr. Mariwa has mentored and guided thousands of individuals in various sectors across Nigeria. Currently, he's serving as the business and leadership developer, as well as the national coordinator for Africa and please let's welcome Mr. Mayowa to the stage. Let's welcome him. In the chat, I want to see you guys, welcoming him. Just be started.
All right, guys. Can you guys hear me? People, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud
Okay,
and clear.
so our speaker is currently having a technical issue and is going to join us shortly. So while we
Yes.
await him, I just want us to know that this is actually streaming also on Facebook. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you are on Facebook, you can still go ahead to join. All right, you can join at Ivy Lead. All right, if you're on Facebook, you can join at Ivy Lead. If you are on YouTube, you can also connect to us. So destination is no barrier. All right, wherever you are watching us from,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome. Please, I want to see us burn down this comment section. I want to see us burn down this comment section. Type. I'm not Mr. Mayawa. Please don't tell me welcome, sir. I'm Mr. Mayawa. Mr. Mayawa
Right.
is actually having a technical issue and is going to join us shortly. Okay, he's going to join us shortly. So I just want you guys to just sit tight and just enjoy. And what I want you to do now is to share this link to all your social media friends.
Yeah,
Okay,
you guys
everyone, share the link
share it,
now
share it,
because
share
you
it.
are, you
Let's
are, you
get
are
more
in for
people
a lot.
to
You
learn.
are in
You know,
for a
you
lot,
can't
honestly.
keep this to yourself. You can't keep
Yeah,
all this learning to yourself because this is
exactly,
going to be a lot. And like I said,
exactly.
guys, so here you can see John. John is my co-host, my fellow Ivy leader. So yeah, so he's dealing with the technical parts. I'm here to discuss more with you guys. So yeah, so you guys
Exactly.
should share it. Like let people see, let people know what you are doing with your Saturday. Let people know that you are building yourself
Ex-
up on a
Exactly.
beautiful
So
Saturday like this.
exactly. Thank you, Favor. So you
While
guys should just go to the WhatsApp
yeah,
platform and share it to
you
your
guys should
guys.
share,
Invite
share,
them for this
share.
event. Yeah, share it and let people know about this as we wait for our speaker. All right. So how many of you, if you are okay, you can also join our community. Okay, you can also join our community. We are going
Yeah.
to put the link up in the comment section. We're going to tag the link there so that you guys can actually click on the link and join the link. So let me just share it to your guys. So Favor, you can take over from here. I'm leaving you with
All
the
right. Okay. Thank you, John. My wonderful people. Okay. So right. What I want you guys for me to do in the chat while we are waiting for our honorable speaker, what I want you guys to do for me in the chat, I want you guys to tell me, okay, what did you know about leadership? Like, what are the things you know about leadership? When you it comes to your mind, what do you think of? Or like what basically, just let me know, what do you think of? Like, okay, this leadership that we're talking about, what does it even mean? Like, what does it mean to you? Or have you ever been in a position where you were a leader, you know? uh, just basically, just do that for me in the chat. I want to hear your views. I want to hear what you guys have to say, because that will also help us, in the questions that will be asked. There's going to be time for question and answer. So, whatever question, whatever burning question that you may have had, or maybe you were in a certain situation and you didn't know how to handle it, as the leader of a team, or of a group, or you're aspiring to be a leader and you don't even know, and maybe you could be, oh, you're shy, you don't know how to make that or take that next step. Like, what do you guys think about leadership? What does leadership mean to you? So you guys should just put that in the chat for me. You guys should put that in the chat. Put that in the chat for me. That's what I want to hear from you guys right now. What is leadership? What is leadership to you? What does leadership mean? When you hear the word leadership, what comes to your mind? Right? So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I want to
guys.
hear from you guys.
I want to hear that from you. I want to hear guys from you. So just put it in the comment section, guys. Put it in the
Yeah,
comment
yeah, just put
section.
in the
I want to
comments.
see it.
Like, I want this to be interactive. I don't want it to just be, oh, I'm just coming and I'm talking to myself. No, I don't want to talk to myself. I want to talk to all of you, right? Because we are here to do this together. We are here to learn together. Okay, Martin said leadership is deeply rooted in responsibility, sacrifice, commitment, and accountability. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Martin. That is awesome. Princess says leadership is leading people to success. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, guys. Please keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Even if you have five different views on leadership, you are free to put them all in the chat. I am here. Favor, you guys, if you don't want to call me Favor, you guys can call me Faye. I am here to be with you guys. I'm here to discuss with all of you. So if you have five things you think about leadership, feel free, put them in the chat. I will be here, to listen and to look at all the things that you think leadership is and what it means to you. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm loving this. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. Like the my excitement is over the charts. It's over the charts. And the thing is, in rapidly, like, the world is constantly is constantly evolving, right? Like, we can wake up one day and they're like, oh, okay, we have things. Oh, Francis, welcome. Good afternoon. We're so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Right, so the world is constantly evolving, right? And in the place where we have things like chat gpt, we have ai, and you see things like, oh, will humans now not be able to do anything, will jobs not, but in the place of leadership, right, you can't have a robot be a leader, right? You guys should think, like, look at this from my perspective, right? You can't have a robot to be a leader, right? Like, or am I wrong? Or, like, if you guys have opposing views to that, to what I just said, please put them in the comments. Like, what do you think? Can a robot be a leader? Can a robot take a leadership position, like in a company or in a place, right? I really do not think so. What do you guys think? And in a rapidly evolving world, right, the need for effective and adaptable.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Mr. Mayowa is here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Are you guys, I hope you guys are excited, because I'm already excited. And please see, I have my book and my pen here, because I know that all the things that I'm going to learn today, like, so I'm going to put them down, whether I paste it on my wall or anything. So, Mr. Mayowa, oh, okay, Motsurayo. Okay, she says leadership is first an attitude, and belief followed by the ability of one person to stand up and take ownership in walking taller and stronger on a new path or an improved current path. Okay, all right, Motsurayo, this is a seasoned definition. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Motsurayo. Thank you. Right. So our speaker will soon be joining us. You guys don't stress. In next few minutes, right? He will be here with us. He will be here with us. We're going to learn. So please, like I said,
Afternoon again.
hello, Mr. Maiwa. Like, please make sure you guys have your book, your pen, because you're going to need to pen these things down. Right? You're going to need to pen these things down. So please get yourself ready, get yourself prepared, because these things, these words or the nuggets, right, of wisdom that we're going to take from Mr. Moya today, they would probably stay with you. They will help you, through your course of being a leader, basically. And I'm sure that you are here because you felt that joy, you felt that connection to want to serve, to want to be a leader, to be able to, reach out to people, right? To reach community, whether it's your classmates, your friends, or basically your area, basically, right? So that is why you are here. You didn't just come across here because you wanted to joke or to play, right? You came here because there was a reason as to why you stumbled across, right? Stumbled being the key word. You stumbled across IB.
Exactly. So
Right.
let me tell you a definition of my own definition of a leader. I believe every
Awesome.
leader
Go,
is a
John.
servant. All right, every leader is a servant. Jesus said something that if you want to lead any of these people, you must first be their servant. So to me, I think I that's the kind of notion that I have, that okay, if you want to be a leader, you must be willing to serve, not just taking a position and just sitting down there. It's all about service for me. So that's my own definition of leadership. Can I get
Right.
100 for that
Okay.
definition?
All right.
That's
Thank you,
that's
John.
that's Jesus's word. Okay.
All
Somebody. All right.
right. Okay, Martins is now commenting on something I mentioned before. Okay, he says a robot cannot take a leadership role because it lacks the ability of empathy. Empathy is a major attribute needed by leader. Thank you. Awesome, Martins. Thank you so much. Martins, thank you so much. Like, this is, I love that, right? So do you guys think Martins is wrong? Because me, I totally
A
agree with
robot
Martins. I
cannot
don't know
take a
about you
leadership
guys.
role because it lacks the ability of
Yeah. Like,
empathy.
John, what do you think?
Yeah, that's maybe for now. For now, if you know me very well, I'm into AI and I love this AI stuff a lot.
Yeah.
So, yes, for now, you can say, yeah, it does not have the ability of empathy, but they are actually building, what do they call it? I think natural intelligence. Okay, so that's going to make your
Really?
robot very soon to start having
Interesting.
feelings for you, yeah, and everything. So that's actually coming up. Okay, so don't think it
Hmm.
cannot have that empathy. Trust me, in the coming years, you are going to start
Well,
seeing that empathy. And if you see a robot coming to you and telling you, "Oh, I love you and I want to be with you," Please, so I beg, let me talk out.
Okay, that is another interesting view from John. Well, I don't. Well, for me, I feel I don't think robots can actually take the place of human beings, right? On a general note. Okay, Oyekola says, leadership is a set of behaviors used to help people align their collective direction, to execute strategic plans, and to continually renew an organization. Okay, this is an intro. I haven't seen leadership expressed in this way. Interesting. Thank you, Oluwafermi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. John, back to your robots situation. I
I'm not
don't
a
really
robot.
know if I agree with that though.
Really?
I don't know if I really agree with that because I think, like irrespective of, whatsoever thing they are going to, yeah, yeah, like technically, I'm a tech girl too, I'm a tech girl, but like, I don't think robots can actually
Tech is
take the place. I don't think robots can take the place of, of humans, like, especially just like Martin said, right? You see, Princess says, Princess agrees with me. She says robots are quite emotionless, like, irrespective of,
okay. Uh,
of whatever tech or a. You see, she says zero feelings. John, I think you should take something out of Princess's book today. Zero feelings, right? Chira says leadership to me is service and empathy. Awesome, thank you, Chira. Chira says, okay, so that means what that means
okay.
she's
I
saying,
think I think we have. Yeah, I think Mr. Mayowa is here with us. Mr. Mayowa, can you
okay,
speak? Let's hear you first before we put you on. Okay, let me see.
Can you hear me?
So we might not be able to. Yes, we can hear you, sir.
okay,
Can you hear
Mr.
us?
Yes,
Viola.
I can hear you. Thank you so much. So sorry for the network
Awesome,
issues.
awesome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this is clear
You
enough.
guys. So
Can we
our
manage
long
this very
awaited
quick?
speaker is finally here with us.
Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So sorry for the
You're
hitch.
welcome,
Thank
sir.
you.
Please go
So
ahead and
sorry.
take the
So if you
stage.
are excited to be here, can I get 100? Just type 100, 100, 100. Give me 100 if you're excited to be here. If you're excited to be on the call today and the long awaited training, just give me 100 in the chat box. Let me see 100 in the chat box. Awesome, awesome. I'm seeing I see leadership as a core service. Okay. Can I get 100? I'm still waiting. Who is giving me the first 100? I promise you it will be sharp, simple, easy to understand. And because today is the introductory part, I promise to make it interactive. Oh, I'm seeing zero feelings. Can I see 100 if you're ready for us to start? If you're ready for us to start, 100 in the chat box. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. I'm seeing hundreds. Awesome. Thank you, Olayinka. Thank you, Prevail. Thank you, Oluwaseyi. Thank you so much. Thank you, Smart Tech. All right. Without saying much, I will just go straight into the reason why we're here. Every one of us have the understanding that leadership has come to stay. Leadership is broad. Leadership is not just a word, but it has come to be a compound sentence, an authority to everyone. Thank you so much, Julius, for giving me more than a million. Thank you. So, we're here to say what leadership is, and we're here to understand what leadership is. In a layman's language, what is leadership? What do you understand by leadership? How do you feel leadership? What's the importance of leadership? What type of leadership do we have? Who do you think is a leader? So today we are starting all of these conversation from the big authority which leadership is. Leadership is divided into different sectors. Leadership has different definition. Leadership is a word that you can also coin for yourself because you understand leadership from your own perspective. So I would want any of us that is on the call listening to me right now to type what they know, what they feel, and what they think is leadership. What do you feel leadership is? What do you assume leadership is? If you've once been in a leadership position, if you've once been anywhere you're holding a position and you've assumed any leadership position, can you just type on the chat box what you feel leadership is? While you're doing that, I'm going to give you my own definition of leadership. Leadership to me is service. One word, service. If you ask me what service is, I will tell you that service means for you to be able to understand from the grassroots to the top. Anyone who does not understand the meaning of service cannot understand what leadership is. From the Christian perspective and the religion I belong to, leadership and our God, our Jesus who came to die for our sakes, he did one thing, which is service. Service, 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 service. I can define leadership as someone, a leader. I will start with leader. A leader is someone who influences others to be able to achieve a set goal or vision. A leader is someone who guides people into achieving a particular goal. A leader is someone who motivates, who innovates, who is creative, who serves people, right, into achieving a set vision or a mission. And I would define leadership as this. Leadership is some is a position, is someone who is bent on service, empathy, care, influence, power, leadership itself, skills, competence, resilience. These are all characteristics that makes a leader. To you, give me a definition what you feel leadership is. So I'm waiting for us in the chat box. Tell me what you feel leadership is. Awesome. Leadership to me is service and empathy. Awesome. I'm waiting for more of us. I've given us so much definition, right? Define leadership. It's going to be interactive because I do not want it to be about me. I want it to be about the all of us here right now. For us to understand this, it's not just for us to just say, oh, we are coming for a seminar and let's listen to what he wants to say. Let's listen to what they have to say. No, aside of that, we want you all to also participate to your own layman understanding. What do you understand by leadership? Please put it in the chat box while we understand and we see ourselves and we try to get a compass that will lead us to the right goal where we're headed to today. Today is going to be interactive, and I trust we all are going to enjoy today's session. So while you're still typing and giving up your own view of what leadership is, I'm going to tell you something about leadership. If you remove service and empathy from a leader, that leader automatically is no longer a leader. The leader now becomes a manager or an authoritarian. A leader is someone who does not lead from the back, but leads from the front. Leads from the front, but leads from the back. A leader is someone who serves others, and you cannot serve others without having empathy. How do you have empathy? What makes up someone who has empathy? Do you know care is different from empathy? You can care for someone, but you do not put yourself in the shoes of the person to know why the person acts the way the person acts, why the person behaves the way the person behaves, why the person say what he or she says, So in other words, we have to understand that leadership itself is service accompanied with empathy. If you have all of these and you do not have empathy, then something is wrong. If you have all of these and you do not have service, you do not serve, then something is wrong. And I want to major one of the characteristics I say, which is called skills. I say this often at times for some of us on the call that have listened to me before now. I say, for you to be able to be relevant as a leader, it is not enough for you to serve. It is not enough for you to serve humanity and serve God. Service could be divided into two: service to God and service to humanity. And I tell my friends and tell my folks around, and I say, if you do not serve God, then you do not serve humanity, then there is no reason for you to be alive. Sorry. But you have to do something. You have to serve. You have to serve your God. You have to serve humanity. And that is the sole aim and the purpose why we all are alive. So this leadership is really, really broad that we cannot do justice to it in just an hour, in 2 hours. But we're going to narrow it down to our own fare to be able to understand the major characteristics every leader is meant to have. Every leader is meant to have service as a character of a leader. Every leader is meant to have empathy as a character of a leader. Every leader is meant to have skills, your handy skills, your soft skills, how you talk, the tech skills, and your skills has to be up to date with what is happening in today's world. You do not have skills, and they'll ask you what is the latest skills in the market, and you want to leverage. You cannot leverage technology. Then your leadership skills, your leadership attribute is lacking behind. Is really, really lacking behind. So today, as we speak, we're going to be talking so much on so much different things, and I believe we are all learning and we are getting one or two things down in our jotters, down in our minds, down in our heads, and also trying to make a good use out of this time. And I trust as we go further, we are still going to hit some lines that we really need to have that understanding before going up from where we are. So we spoke about what leadership is, who is a leader. Can someone, if you're following, type on the chat box who is a leader from all the discussion I have already made. So I'm waiting for us so we make it interactive. To make it interactive, who is a leader? Who is a leader? Before we go into types of leader, I want to see at the chat box, on the chat box, who is a leader? Who do you say is a leader? Who do you call a leader? How do you see this person as a leader? Can you give us characteristics? Can you define what leadership is? Right? I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. I want to know if you're following. I want to know if you're with us. Also, I'm seeing our chat. Thank you. Leadership is service accompanied with empathy. Also, thank you, Mercy. All right. All right. I'm saying leadership is a set of behavior used to help people align their collective direction. Awesome. We are really following. I'm waiting for, oh, awesome. John just said leadership is skills. Awesome. Awesome. This shows that we are following. I'm still expecting, can I get more two definition of leadership? Two definition of leadership. Then we shoot to what the types of leadership we have. Types of leadership we have. Also, all right, Martins John, leadership is the ability of an individual to champion responsibility. Awesome. To champion responsibility, underline the word champion responsibility, be committed to a cause, be willing to sacrifice their time, resource, and skills, deeply rooted in empathy and accountability. Awesome. This guy must be an authority. Thank you so much for that definition. So we're going straight into what we define as types of leaders. We have so many, everyone can just say we have types of leaders, but I would categorize, and I'll categorize also. I'm still seeing definition of leadership. Can we just keep it coming? Let's keep it coming. Also, we have majorly three types of leadership. And I think I'm going to give a gift to anyone. We were all taught this in social studies while we were in school. I don't know how many of us remember our social studies, right? If you remember the type of leadership that we have, please type it on the chat box. I think I'm going to give a gift to the person. I think I'm going to give a gift to the person, right? The types of leadership you think we have. The type of leadership you think we have. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the kind of leadership you feel we have. All right. While we still wait for that, the type of leadership, the different types of leadership we have. Number one, first and foremost, there is one kind of leadership everyone knows. Everyone easily knows. The leadership is yes, sir, and yes, sir. It is called an autocratic type of leadership. This type of leadership is found in most times and mostly in the military parastatals. The military parastatals is found in the military regime. It found where the military do not wait. They make the decision. A brigadier general can come up to talk to the soldiers, and he speaks to the soldiers and just say, all of you, this is what I want you to do. And they do not have a choice but to stick to that authority. And that is one type of leadership. And in our generations today, I would not say anyone on the call today should be an autocratic. kind of leader. A totalitarian, someone who just says something and it is that thing that he wants that would happen. That's one type of leadership we have. And also, I'm saying different. Also, we have also democratic leadership, and it is also likely to be called participatory leadership. Participation. We just finished our 2023 election in Nigeria, and lovely Nigerian youth exercise their franchise. Now, this is showing that yes, they are involved in the governance, involved in the decision making, involved in all that they are doing. So we have the democratic kind of leadership, and everyone can see it. And it is a leadership that is inclusive, it is collaborative. It is not a one man making the decision for the rest of the parties, but it is one man who comes together with everyone to make a decision, get ideas from people, take notes, talk to people, and also move. Trust me, for an example, every project manager is also a leader. Every father is a leader. Everyone is a leader in any position they are holding. Now, how do you practice your leadership? Is it that you take all the decision like the autocratic, or you make other persons contribute their ideas, contribute what they have, contribute all the suggestion, being logical, being inclusive, collaborate, ask for ideas, and also come together to pick the best that works? That's what we call democratic and participatory leadership. Very, 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 very important. And the last one, the last type of leadership we have is the transformation leadership, transformative leaders. These persons are that they are personalities that they always want to see change. And I saw someone telling us, I think that was he said yes, Olukola. He was talking about charismatic leaders. Charismatic leaders are likened to be transformative or transformation leaders because they do not want to see things the way it is when it doesn't work. They want to make things work. They want to really make a change. That is why sometimes you see in a gathering of 10 persons, there is a leader, there is a death on the ground, and the 10 persons pass them, and the ninth person comes and pick it and throw it, trash it in the bin. Now that person is already a leader because of the transformation he wants to see. They don't like seeing things the way it is. They always think there is a gap that can be filled. They always feel that they can do something better than what is happening. So as we've speak and we've said, we have three major types of leadership. Number one, the autocratic. Number two, the democratic. Number three, the transformative leadership. I want you to, in the chat box, tell us the kind of leader you are. The kind of leader you are. If you are the transformative or the autocratic or the democratic, any which one, just tell us which you fall in. Tell us which you fall in. Let's see. We want to make it more interactive. We want to make sure that we all are following what we are saying. We want to know who and where your placement is in the leadership. Awesome, awesome. I'm seeing Kosi saying she's the transformative leadership leader. Is that what you're saying? Please just tell us what you feel, what class of leadership, the type of leader you think you are. And as we're doing that, we are going straight into the next sub. I've treated two subtopics just now because I feel we have so much to do for today. All right. I hope I'm not too fast. If I'm too fast, please, you can put on the chat box. Let me know if I'm too fast and I'm running so fast. But if I'm not, please just tell us the type of leader you are. The type of leader you are. Awesome. Transformative leader. Princess Debbie said she's a transformative leader. Awesome. Okay. I'm seeing Chidera. She said she's a democratic. right? Is that what you said? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Still straight, we're going democratic and charismatic. Awesome. Martins, thank you so much. I believe I fall into the democratic leadership. Awesome. So we right now, after you've known where you fall into, the type of leader you are, transformative leader. Awesome. So today's conversation, which is the introductory part, is more of we trying to discover where we stand as leaders, transformative leaders, if autocratic leaders, democratic leaders. But I don't believe we have any autocratic leader in our today's session. Awesome. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we have also three identification or classification of leadership. Number one, we have the visionary leaders. We have the visionary style of leadership. So I want you to also listen to me very well so you can know what style and strategy of personal leadership you portray. We have the visionary leaders. We also have the servant leaders. And we also have the coaching leadership. These three things might sound alike, but they are different. They are so different. If you are a visionary leader, you can have the characteristics of being a servant leader, but that does not make it automatical. You also have to learn the act of service. You also have to learn the act of volunteering, because in the place where you volunteer, you gather arsenals for you to be a good leader, an efficient leader, a skillful leader. Leaders are often said they are born, but leaders are not born. You learn this thing. Every leader must be a lifelonging leader, lifelonging learner. You must always have an urge to learn. A leader stays hungry for knowledge. Any leader that is not working on self-development, any leader that is not learning or working on his or herself to improve on his or herself, is not a leader. You must learn to work on yourself on a daily basis. Every leader should work on their self-assessment. This is why we are saying that there are different strategies and style of leadership. Visionary leaders are leaders that bet this vision and convince others to also key into this vision for them to be able to run with it. These are visionary leaders. Leaders that can, oh, I'm a CEO, I have this idea, and I know that, oh, only me cannot work this idea. These are visionary leaders. Bring up a team, come together. All right, let's work this together. Make the team members, make the rest of the persons in his or her organization or firm to understand this vision. When you understand this vision, you push harder. And when you push harder, it helps your guys to be able to run this vision without you when you're not there. When you're not there. That is what we call a visionary leader. A visionary leader is someone who push and bet a vision and a mission and brings people together to be able to run this vision. And he is not always, he does not forget his mission and his vision. Even when everyone falls apart, he's still standing there because he is the owner of the vision. So he cannot be distracted. He cannot lose focus because that vision is his. So that is a visionary leader. We have a servant leader also. This is the major part of leadership no one wants to hear. Not everyone wants to know the part and the role every leader should play. I'm going to use Jesus Christ as an example. He was sitting on the throne in heaven and gave himself to come down as a man. He had every power during his time for him to do anything he wanted to do, for him not to be nailed on the cross, for him not to be persecuted. But he came down lowered himself. For an example, you're just saying a king coming down to be a servant boy. That is what a leader does. And every leader who does a servant leadership has empathy for his people, the people he leads, the people he is in charge of, the people he is a frontliner for. You have to have this servant leadership attributes. If not, if you have only that of the visionary and you have only that of the coaching, you might lose it. You might lose it when everyone does not have the same vision or cannot run the vision the way you expect. But you do not have this, then you'll be nowhere to be found. You'll be nowhere to be found. So it is very important you learn the act of service. The act of service is the act of you serving other persons. The act of service is the act of you volunteering to learn more. Any leader, show me a leader, and I will tell you the places the person has done a free to fee job for free because he wants to learn more. When you have the knowledge, when you have learned more, you can now come up to be a visionary leader. So it is a step at a time. If you do not learn the act of service and you want to be automatically a CEO, also we have visionary leaders, like I said, that really know where they want to go to. But if you know where you're headed to and you don't know the act of service, how do you provide this solution perfectly? Because you do not have empathy that would be able to meet to those your audience, your targeted audience, your targeted team members. You're not the only one in the picture, so you have to learn the act of service. And finally, we have the coaching leaders. Leaders, if you watch every coach might not be skillful as the team player. Every coach might not be skillful as the goalkeeper. But what coach does is that he guides you. He holds your hand. He wants to see the player better than him. He wants to see, or she wants to see, the player doing more exploits than what the coach has already achieved in life. Do not forget, all coach has passed through the stage the team players are already in as they speak. So, for example, every coach, either they have been, if it's a football team, either they've been a footballer before, a player, either a coach, either a keeper or a striker, a defender, a midfielder, before they retired and become a coach. And what they do then is all those things they didn't learn, all those things they didn't have the advantage, all those things that they were not taught, all those self-impacted skills they learned, they would want to see self-discipline, all of these recreated in the lives of those players. Trust me, every coaching leadership, or a coach leader is someone who wants to see himself recreated in the lives of his followers. So, which of these styles do you fall in? Which of these styles do you like? I want you to also make me know where you fall in, where you feel your style is. What kind of style do you think you're falling in? Are you falling in the servant leaders? Are you falling in the visionary leaders? Or are you falling in the coaching leaders? Trust me, if you do not learn the service part, your leadership is bound to shake. It is bound to fall. Because if you do not learn the act of volunteering, the act of service, the act of discipline, the act of commitment, the act of you being resilient, and for you to know and gather the experience, you cannot lead people when you don't know what you're leading them about. How do you lead someone? A blind man leading someone from a rain that is opening his or her eyes? So you can't give what you don't have. Every leader is meant to be a giver. A giver. Giving is not just finances. Giving is not just your time. Giving. If you do not want to be a lifelong learner for your own personal self, you have to do it for your unborn children. You have to do it for your generation. And that is why we're saying we are welcoming this innovation Ivy League is betting. Kudos to all the Ivy League community, all the members, all those who are committed. Even the Bible says, when little is committed to your hand and you can handle it well, it means that much will be given to you, right? A leader is someone who needs to have every capacity, build capacity for a transition timing, a transition time. If you do not build this consciousness of growth, if you do not build this consciousness of being someone who has a vision, a goal, a solution provider, you cannot be an effective leader. A leader is meant to be someone who is like the fresh morning dew, because you're repeating what you said yesterday to me and you're coming today, you're repeating the same thing. Now, this does not make you an effective leader. Yes, you are a leader, but you're not effective. A leader is meant to read. A leader is meant to watch videos, motivational videos that push them. A leader is meant to also have what we call charismatic. You need to have this charismatic kind of leadership. Because, for example, you're calling a leader to come and address the crowd. And the leader is coming, hello, good morning, how are you? Yes, the leader is perfect that way. We all can be articulate. But I bet you need to work on yourself for you to be articulate. Every leader must be an articulated kind of person for you to be able to express your point. A leader is someone who is inquisitive. You must ask questions. You must try to know more. You must ask yourself, why was this done? Oh, this is how it is. Leaders are not silent people. They're not introverts. They research, they ask questions, they try to be inquisitive. And in this generation that we are, if you're not working for the global stage, that means you cannot equivalent your research skills. You're not leveraging technology as we speak for you to be able to stand in a global stage. Then there is something wrong. The human span, as we speak, is 8 seconds. Social media have so much destroyed our generation that we spend more time on what other person's content shows us on social media. But we forget the part of building on ourselves, building in our capacity, building in our leadership prowess. But we jump up to celebrate others while we don't work on our own selves. You spend 3 hours, 4 hours working and watching videos that do not impact in your leadership skills. And in the next few seconds, you see yourself running. You run because you do not achieve anything in the next 24 hours. You spend your time, you use your data. While we have research engines, we have places you can seek knowledge, you have AI, you have YouTube, you have what have you, the rest of it, Microsoft and the rest. And you need to move. You need to move. You need to really move because what you have, you need to add more. Do not forget, I said, every leader should be like a fresh morning dew. So you are coming always in a new dimension. You're coming always in a new dimension. And lastly, I'm going to dwell so much right now on the importance of leadership. On the importance of leadership. On the importance of leadership. So before I get to hear your views, before I get to hear what you think the importance of leadership is, you should tell me in the chat box the kind of leader, the style, the leadership style you're using. What kind of leadership style are you using? What kind of leadership style are you using? What kind of leadership personal style strategy do you think you're playing, you're making use of, or you think you have? So can we get them? 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 Do not forget. Do not forget, please. Do not forget. Every leader should have the characteristics. The characteristics. 7 to 8 characteristics that I made mention of: service, empathy, influence, power, commitment, care, love, skills. All of these characteristics is what makes up a leader. If you have 7 of them and you don't have one, then you need to work on yourself. And trust me, the skills is what makes you relevant. I'm still expecting us to talk about, I'm expecting in the chat box to see the kind of leader you are. Which kind of leader do you think you are? The style you think you're making use of. Are you using the visionary type? Are you the servant leader? Are you the coaching leader? Are you the I believe everyone should fall in a place right now. Everyone on the call. I believe we all should for now fall in a place. So I'm saying all right. All right. I'm saying Oyikola say all right. All right. He says, I'm a servant leader. Also, I'm expecting more from us. Let's make it more interactive. I'm expecting more from us. A servant leader. I want to see more of our suggestions, more of it, more of it, more of it, more of it, more of it. Servant leader, servant leader, servant leader. That strikes a bell. Also, Martins, I'm a servant leader and I am consciously growing to become a visionary leader. That is what awesome, 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 awesome. So you have to start somewhere. That is what Martins is saying. All right, I'm a general leader, a combo of everything. Very funny. Very, and it is achievable. It is achievable, right? It is very achievable. I could remember when okay, I love service. I just love seeing people impacted and happy. Also, the part where you become a visionary leader, I didn't place emphasis on this. The part where you become a visionary leader, you must have gathered experience. You must have tried things. Because for you to be a visionary, you must have gathered the right arsenals for you to bet that vision. So there are some vision that are being betted without the right arsenals. And what happened? They fail. There are so many people that have started businesses just because others are starting without doing their real research, without doing their SWOT analysis, without considering the 3 Ps, without having the skills, without having ideas, without still having money, but they jump into having them. So your ideas can also bring you into the full cognizance of what a leader is, right? Right? All right. Mercy says here, she says, characteristics of a good leader: service, empathy, influence, power, commitment, care, love, skills. Very, very important. Very, very important. So going forward, we're going to make this part so interactive. Let's make use of the chat box. If you are under the sound of my voice, please let us make this very, 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 very more interactive. Tell me the importance of leadership, the one you feel. Tell me why you think leadership is better. So we are going to be treating one after the other the ones that you're going to list for me in the chat box. So I'm going to be following through what you're going to say in the chat box. Everyone in the world knows the importance of leadership. Everyone, 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 everyone. So I'm expecting to see more. I'm expecting to see more. I'm expecting to see more. So a leader, there are so many things leadership is. A leader has to work on his character, Rex. His character. Your character falls under the soft skills. I used to tell my team, and I tell them all the time, I say, see, a leader is not a reactor, he's a responder. You have to digest anything you are saying. Anything that happens, don't just jump out or say, it's not supposed to be so. Now, me, this guy they talk to. No, digest it. Understand what's happening. Get the reasons why these were done. Then you can respond. Do you understand? Awesome. So, Princess Debbie, she says, leadership is important. Okay, leadership is important for evolution. Important for evolution. Awesome. Evolution. Evolution. You can liken evolution with innovation. For you to move from a phase to another phase, it means that you have to also have all it takes for you to be creative. So why is Mayowa talking like this? Should I talk the way Mayowa is talking? No. You need to carve your niche. That is where innovation comes in. How do you do it? How do you move? Are you doing it the way every other person are doing it? Are you doing it with the way, okay, because these persons are doing it? No, that's not it. All right. All right. I love what Anu says here. She said, for you to be a visionary, you must have gathered the right arsenals also. So I mean, we need to also have all of these things and know the importance of leadership. You need to know the importance of leadership. What is the importance of leadership? Leadership is important because it guides the team members, it guides the people that are the followers. Every leader is a multifaceted person. The same way I am going to understand Mr. A is definitely different from the same way I'm going to understand Mr. B. Taking a case study of Nigeria, Nigeria is a blessed country that has so many languages, but majorly three languages that are outspoken. And for a leader to be able to understand how to rule these persons in a country that has over 70 languages, the leader has to understand the standpoint of every person from each language. Because the rules or policy that might be made, the rules or regulation that might be made might not suit Mr. B, but suit Mr. A. So you have to make sure you come to a central ground, a ground that everyone can understand. You have to make this policy, make this decision one that everyone will be able to digest, and it's not going to favor one and leave one person out of it. A leader has to understand that. That is where the multifaceted personality of that leader comes to play. That is where the multifaceted personality of that leader comes to play. A leader has to also be articulate. I said something about being introvert. Yes, it's good to be an introvert, but it gets to a time where you need to make your point known. In that place, yes, so in that space, you really need to know how to make your policies favor everyone, not favoring just one part of the community, of the team. All right. So going forward, I still want to see your own perspective. I still want to see your own thought of what you feel the importance of leadership is. Leadership helps the team members to be innovative. Leadership helps the team members to bet vision. Leadership helps the team members to be more productive. Leadership helps the team members. This is we have lined up of importance of what leadership is. We have so many importance of what leadership is. Without leadership, everyone will be like a sheep without shepherd. For example, let's assume we do not have a president in Nigeria. What would in Nigeria? Everyone can do anything. Everyone can just wake up and just say, "This is what I want to do." You do not have a choice. This is it. This is it. But leadership helps, and he leads. He leads. And not always leading from the front, but leading from the back. Getting to also hear other persons, their perspective, by being inclusive, by collaborating. I said something in the front, the identification of your personal style and your strategy, right? I said something about that. Everyone on this call now, our part of leadership style we should adopt. If you have not adopted it before, please start adopting for now. For now, adopt the servant kind of leadership into the visionary kind of leadership. It is not yet time for you to be a coach. Gather the right arsenals. When it's time for you to be a coach, aye, your coaching prowess will stand out. This is the time for you to learn. This is the time for you to serve. This is the time for you to get more involved. This is the time for you to seek more knowledge. This is not the time for you to coach. You can coach your younger ones at home, our peers, like our primary aim of Ivy League, which is the primary school class captains, the government, the governing councils of schools, which we are talking about the prefectship and the monitors and the leaders holding leadership positions in the school. That's where our primary focus is. So yes, why we're doing all of this is for us to have this idea so we can go now and start coaching. So if you do not gather all of these skills, how do you go and coach? What do you tell them? And do not forget we're in Gen Z. So those kids, you think they don't know what you want to come and tell them. If you do not explain well and you're concrete with the ideologies or what you're going to tell them, they might throw you off balance. They might throw you off balance. It's not enough for you to be a learner and not putting it into practice. You have to learn and put it into practice. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. Awesome. So Martins John says here, it's a leadership bets coordination and prevents anarchy. Awesome. Every leader is a multifaceted person. And I think with these few words of mine, because I really do not want to make this today's introductory class elongated, because we want to keep to time, and that is why I ran through all of these. And I also want to leave you with this word. I want to leave you with this word. It is not enough for you to serve. It is always good to give back to the society. Every leader should learn to give back to the society. You can give back your time. You can give back your intellect. You can give back your money. You can give back anything you feel is going to impact in humanity. It is not focused on just money. You need to give back. A leader must be a giver. A giver. A leader is not about him or herself all the time. And that is why we want everyone that is volunteering for Ivy League to be an independent individual. In other words, you build yourself. You keep working on yourself in the place of service, in the place of being visionary. So many other persons on the call might have not discovered where they stand, where they are falling into, what they really want to achieve in life. Yes, welcome. This is the best platform for you to get to discover where you're standing. And you can do that only when you serve. I was telling some few persons yesterday on the call, I was having a conversation with some call members that are volunteering for the organization I work with. And I said to them, I said, this vision looks like it's something that just came up today. No. This vision was written down in my diary when I was in 200 level in the university. There are different names of this organization I have bettered, but this was the one that stands the test of time. And this name, it is because I said something earlier. I said, when you're not ready for you, you're not ready and you've not gathered the right arsenals and you bet a vision, you're born to fail. And yes, it is good for you to fail, because if you do not fail, you will not gather the experience. If you do not fail, you might not know the nitty gritty of what you're going into. So every leader should carry the characteristics of keep trying, keep trying. Don't just give up on yourself. You try once and it's okay. Be only me there. I need soft life. I told someone the other day and I said, see, if you build yourself for the tough time, when good time comes, you will be able to scale them. But if you build yourself for the soft times, when the tough time comes, you won't be able to scale it because you have not gathered the right arsenals for you to transit into the next phase of your life. That is where learning comes in. I believe this session has been a good one and really impacted, and everyone on the call has learned one or two things. And I'm going to be dropping my pen here, and I would want you to give me just in the chat box, just tell me what you've learned. Tell me what you've learned, and from my end, I say over to the moderator of today's session. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm honored.
Wow, 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 wow. Please, I need you guys to send a lot of emojis on the chat because I have learned so much. Like, I have learned so much in just this little time. Like, I told you guys in the beginning, like, this Mario, I'm learning so many things from him and I'm still learning. And I'm so happy that he gets to start off this leadership program. So you get to see the person who birthed, this whole thing together. I'm so happy. I learned so much from all that you have said. In fact, I am still learning and I'm so excited as to what we're going to learn some more. In fact, I'm blown away. Like, I'm even trying to get myself together. I'm blown away by all that you have said. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Right. So the next thing, I'm sure you guys will have a lot of questions and things, because like I said when I was reading out his bio, this is a man with 10 years of experience. You guys need to give Mr. Mayo. You guys need to give. Yes, thank you, Oluwafarmi. Yes, exactly. What I love to see, please, you guys need to give. Like, this is my Oga, this is my boss. You guys need to give. Like, you guys need to give me a thumbs up. You guys, because what we have learned today, like, I haven't heard, leadership being spread out in this manner. Like, actually going deep into all these things and in such a little time, like he was able to actually bring out these things. Like, I've learned so much, right? Visionary leader, servant leader, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, where do I fall in here? Am I combining this? Like, this is no, this is awesome. Thank you so much, sir. We are so grateful. We are so grateful. um right, so I'm sure you guys will have questions, things you may want to ask, all of that. Like, right, okay, so here we see, say there is service to God and service to humanity. If you are not serving, then why are we living? Like, you guys, I hope you guys were jotting down and getting these points, right? These things that, like, I need to get them and paste them around the room because I got a lot from all that Mr.
Honestly, favor,
Maiwa said.
I
Yeah.
actually gained so much. Like Mr. Mayawa is just filled with knowledge. One day I will open up his
Yes.
brain and pack everything away and start consuming it. All right, so guys, I want you guys to do something before we go to the Q&A session. Now, what have you guys gained? All right, what have you guys actually learned from this section? I want you guys to go to our social media platform and tweet, or go to your own social media platform and tweet it. Use Instagram, Facebook, then tag
Yes.
us. Look at our social media platform. They are going to be showing on under this. You can see it scrolling. So we are on all social media platforms, even on LinkedIn. So and just tag us type anything, the codes,
Yeah.
anything, anything that you've actually learned, just type it there and put it there. And we have a gift though. We have a gift. Yes, I believe. Show them.
Hmm.
We have
Yes,
a gift
so
for you.
we have a gift.
We
That's
have a
very
gift.
interesting, John.
So
I
quickly,
didn't know that, guys. So
yeah,
apparently, John says there is a gift.
there's a
So
giveaway.
please, you guys should go to your Twitter. Let them know what's happening
Exactly.
on Saturday.
So
Let
everything
them know what you guys are doing on
exactly,
Saturday. Let the
exactly.
people know on
Please,
your timeline. Tweet ID Leadership Accelerator Program. You guys should go to your Twitter and show them that ha, you are learning something. You are learning something very serious.
like from this is what I picked, and I can't keep flooding you guys with different overlays, but I actually picked so much, and this is one of the things I actually picked, which is there is service to God and service to humanity. If you are not serving, then why are you living? What is your
Like,
purpose in this life? What is your purpose in this life? You are not serving. So, guys, this one actually got me, and I was like, wow, this is mind blowing.
yeah.
I was in fact, I can't I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless. And you guys, I just want you to flood your social media platform and tag
Yeah.
us, please. Tag us.
Yeah.
We are
Tag
waiting
us,
for the
guys.
first 5 people that will actually tag
Hmm.
I believe. We have a
Right.
gift. We have something for them. First 5 people that will actually tag I believe. All right,
Yeah.
Favor, I'm going to hand over to you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Is
All
Mr.
right.
Maiwa still here with us? John, is Mr. Maiwa still here with
Yes.
us?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Because I plan that there will be questions from our members that are watching and other people as well. There'll be questions and also questions that I would like to ask right on behalf of them. So, Mr. Maiwa, are you there? Can you hear me?
But let's see if the audience have questions first. I'm sure they have lots of
Yeah.
questions. So before your own
Yes,
question,
exactly.
let
Yeah.
them.
Lots of
Uh,
questions. Lots of questions. Lots of
I like what Collins said. Yeah, Collins said, I believe different
Hmm.
situations necessitate different types of leaders. Robert
Awesome.
Kiyosaki said to be little of what of everything. I believe that's the kind of
Kind
leader
of
I
leader.
am. I'm a bit of every
Okay.
style.
All
Wow.
right, Collins. Awesome. Awesome. I am loving the comments in the chat. You guys have been awesome.
Honestly, you guys are
Awesome.
lovely.
Awesome. 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 I love this. I love the interaction. I
So
love
please,
the and
if you have questions, please
yes,
throw in your
guys.
questions. Throw your questions now in the comment section. We are going to see them, and Mr. Mayawa is still here with us.
Yeah,
He's going to attend to all
exactly.
your
So
questions.
before he leaves,
Please, let's bombard this place with questions. Let's
yes,
bombard. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
like
I'm waiting for it.
all the questions.
I'm waiting
Let's
for
say, or
it.
somebody that was supposed to be a leader didn't act the right way, and you're like, why did the person do that? Like, if you any question that you have concerning leadership, I want you to send them into the chat. Send them into the chat because we have a leader here with experience with everything that is here that will answer all your questions, right? So you have access to this person. You have access to Mr. Maiwa today on this live. And like in fact, the questions that are swarming in my head, you guys cannot even imagine. So I'd like to see the questions that you all have. So please send them into chat. Send them into the chat. I will be waiting.
Okay, so favor, while we wait, maybe you can just chip in your own question. Let Mr. Mayawa be handling that while we wait for
Okay.
people. Because I know that they are
Perfect.
already their time.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm sure and in fact I'm sure that I think some of the questions I may ask may even actually answer some questions they have.
Exactly.
They're all my
Exactly.
people, we're all here together. So my if
So Mayawa,
um
can you put on your So are you with us? Okay, I think he's trying to connect. So guys, I can't see any tagging on social media platform. What's happening?
yeah, so please, you guys should tag us because I believe that you have learned something awesome today. I believe that what you have learned, you shouldn't keep it to yourself. What you have learned, you should share it to everyone because like these are things like I didn't even think of leadership um like being spread out in that way, like so many, like even from all of you. Like I loved seeing all the things that I love seeing all the things that you guys said on the chat because like I didn't even think of leadership that way. I see it that way. I didn't even know that there was an aspect or there was that type of perspective when it comes to leadership. So seeing all those things. Like I am learning um in as much as I'm anchoring today. Like I'm learning so much from all of you, and I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you guys. So please send in your questions. Please tag us on your social media, your Twitter, your Instagram, everything. Just tag, let them know what you are doing, let them know how you're spending your time. Actually, I remember, I think there was a roundtable session I had attended, right? And this was something that Mr. Mayowa mentioned as well, because like the world that we're in right now, right? We are seeing a lot of social media moves and everything. So people are spending most of their time, watching videos that do necessarily, give you something to start off with, something to do with, like you're just watching, like not saying that, these videos are bad or anything, but like they're not really giving you, right, something that you can use to strategize for your next step in what you're doing, right? So I just like, and the amount of time, right, that we spend on this social media doing things that cannot actually move us from one level of growth to another actually affects us, right? So, and that's something Mr. Maya mentioned, and that was something that I really took from it, because like, because he like, because I know he made mention of, we need to be like, to be a leader must be what, a reader. So you must be constantly ready to learn. Like you must be a lifelong learner if you say you want to be a leader, right? um and I think that's something that, that each and every one of us needs to know, that if you say, or if you are taking the position of a leader, or if you are going to be a leader, um your learning never stops, right? Because sometimes you may think, oh, you understand this, you get this, but then you get to a certain stage where you realize that, oh, okay, I didn't know this. This is a new aspect, this is a new perspective. Okay, Mr. Mayowa, are you with us now?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, we can hear you.
Thank you.
So like, you're still trying to type in their questions and all of that. So me, I already have, so that I have some questions for you, sir. Okay. So my first question is, in your own opinion, what role does enhance their self-awareness?
Okay, I think Favor is having network issues
Did you get my question?
presently. Mr. Maiwa, can hear me right? I think Favor, you've been having a
So
delay.
please
Yeah,
go
I can
ahead.
hear you.
Favor, can you repeat the question, please, for us?
Yeah. So how, like, in the place of self-awareness, like how does it affect leadership, right? So yeah, that's the question that I have. How does, like, you being self-aware, how does it contribute to your leadership role? How does it contribute to that? Hello, Mr. Maiwa, are you with us? um Mr. Maiwa, are you still there?
I think he's having network
Right.
issues.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I think
we can have the
probably
people
network. You guys,
let them tell
resend
their
the
questions now.
questions.
Yeah, let them tell me their
Yeah.
questions. Then we are almost rounding up. We are almost done.
Yeah. Yes, we'll soon be done. I should be crying because it has been awesome, being here with all of you, because like I've
Okay,
learned so much.
so
I'm so
e-
excited.
exactly. So I think I need to put myself on the screen now. Let me see. So while we wait for Mr. Mayowa, yeah, we are going to be having this program for the 5 Saturdays in May. All right, 5 Saturdays
In
in May. So
July.
in July. Sorry, in July. Okay, so this is the first one. All right, the next one is going to come up next week Saturday, and the time is going to be communicated to you. So there's going to be a link that will be pinned on the chat section now. That link is for you to be able to join our community. All right, because if you are in our community, you have access to all of these resources. In fact, this particular training, you have access to it. Okay, when you're in our community, because we are going to make it available for those people in our community, not for the public. Okay, and it's going to be free for those people in our community. That's one of the things we're actually doing. So if you want to have access to the slides, there's going to be a slides for you, different slides for you. There's going to be a video package for you. If you want it, it's going to be available only in the community, and you need to join the community for you to have access to all of these packages that we have for you. And you are the first person that will get the information. Okay, you are the first, and any information we're actually going to send out, you'll be the first to actually get it before you actually send it out. So there are so many benefits attached to being a community member, and this is one of the benefits. Okay, taking part in all this leadership training. Trust me, this is just the beginning. Next week Saturday we are bringing. Don't let me.
Yes.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to add too much. All right.
John,
Actually
don't
bringing.
give them too much. Just
I
keep a little for.
should be. I should just, yeah, because let me just anticipate. All right, anticipate for next week
Yeah,
Saturday.
yes,
Okay, the time is going to be communicated to you, and trust me, we have a lot for you in July. Okay, we have a lot for you in
yes,
July, and this is just like the level one. We have level two, we have level three, we have level four, and level five. So this year is packed for you guys. It's packed for you guys, and I'm sure you guys are ready. I hope you are ready. I hope you are ready. So
yeah,
I think I'm getting something from the notification. Okay, someone say, "Oh, noted." Yeah, so please make sure you are part of that community. I will get somebody now
yes,
to actually attach the link for you guys. Register and be a part of the community. And please, if you have not followed us on all social media, please go and in fact immediately now.
yes.
Everybody
Please follow us up.
subscribe,
Follow us up.
subscribe to this YouTube channel right now. Like subscribe, click the subscribe button now. I want to see it now. You can see it on your screen. So click it on your screen. There is there. Then hit the notification bell. All right, so that you can always get notification anytime we want to post or start any
Yeah.
event. If you don't click that bell, they are not going to send you alert. They are not going to send you not alert, not bank alert. All right. I'm talking about I'm talking about YouTube alert. Okay, so that some of you will not say,
Yeah.
John said you are going to get bank alerts. No, I'm not talking about bank alert. I'm talking about YouTube alert. So if you don't actually if you don't hit the notification bell, you will not be able to get the alert when we want to start any event. All right, guys. So please follow us on all social media platform, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and so on. Okay, if there's one more, say we'll still create it and we'll send it to you. All right, guys. Favor, let me leave you here. Let me see what's happening to Mr. Mayo over there. I will get back to you shortly.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, John. So I hope you guys took like note of all the info that John
I
just
love
said.
this particular one too. A leader is not a reactor;
He's not
he's a
a reactor,
responder.
he's a responder, right? Like this actually says a lot. Like in different cases, in different situations, right? Because I think sometimes some people see leaders should always be the one to to always always go just go and fight this and fight for that because um right? Someone says a leader is not a reactor, it's a responder. So in the case or in like for me, I feel that in the case or in the phase where you are faced with issues or or either within your team or without because like now you are just like the Samaya was talking about, he kept talking about vision, right? So we know that like it's not everyone that will run with the vision that you have, right? So let's say outside of your team, you could have setbacks outside, right? So in this space where now, so in the case where you are having setbacks or you are having challenges, it is not the place for you to, to lash out or to get upset or to get angry, right? So that's in the case of reacting. So instead of the leader to, to react in a certain manner, the what does the leader do? The leader will respond. You respond by getting your team more in shape. You respond by getting your vision more aligned, getting your team like let the teamwork be there, let it be solid, right? Ensuring that there is communication, right? All these things is a form of response, is responding to the action, responding to the challenge, responding to the setback that was encountered outside of the team. And no, I really love this one as well. I love this one as well. I love it so much. So please, you guys should send in your questions. If there are some I could, make an attempt at try to answer. But please send in your questions. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know the questions that are burning through your mind, like about leadership, right? Because for me, I used to think, oh, leadership is like you just, oh, they just give you this role and you go and then you just tell everybody what to do, right? But now I have been schooled, and now I know that leadership is not about, there was also something that Mr. Maiwa said, that it's not always about you taking part or taking place from the front, right? But it's also you taking part from the back, right? Guiding your people, moving them forward. Because like now, think of it as okay, let me give an example. Which example will I use? What, right? You like it's a team effort, right? Even though, let's say there's a captain or something like that, it's teamwork. That is how people win talk of war. So if the person at the back, is falling or behind, that causes the others to have that light as well, as especially when it comes to team, when it comes to team involvement. I see it in that way, in the form that that it's something, it's not just for one person, right? And if we're serving, like if we're and we know that um leadership is one of service. Leadership is service accompanied with empathy, right? So even if you are serving, right, you need to have emotions. Like you need to be in touch with your emotions, so you can all actually engage, right? You can actually engage with your members, with your team. All these things are needed, right, to be an effective leader, right? To be an effective leader. And these are just things that are that are needed, right? Because we're talking about over, okay, so basically one has to take little of all kinds of leadership, because situations necessitate different responses. Interesting, right? That's awesome. That's awesome, Ovie. And that is actually very true. That's actually very important, because there are certain cases where if you do not stand your ground, right, you may be seen as someone to be trifled with, or you may seen as someone who doesn't have who isn't sure of the vision that they're carrying, right? And in another case, another scenario, you may have to be more in touch. You may have to, speak or talk to the emotions of the people that you're with, right? So in that case, is more of a, you're being in touch. You're communicating more, right, with the people. So thank you so much, Ove. Thank you so much for that. For Thank you so much. So actually, you guys haven't sent in your questions. I'm still waiting. Please send in your questions. Please send in your questions. Or should I ask my own question? So please just send in your questions. Send in your questions. Any questions that you have, to your mind, or any other anything you want to say actually. Or maybe you want to talk about what you've learned, or something new that you have done. Or also, yes, if you have um, you know, you can come to the chat and say done, or you can put a fire emoji, or you can put yes, whichever one that you want to put, that just shows that, okay, yes, you're with us, you tagged us, because we want to see this tag, right? We want to see you tag us, because I know that you all have learned something today, because I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot of things, right? So, and I'm sure most of you have also learned as well. So please, tag us, hashtag Leadership Accelerator Program, hashtag IB Lead. Like, just let's get in contact on your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, whichever one that it is. Tag us, let us know. Let's connect with you. Basically, let's connect with you, because I believe we are so we're so particular about community, we're so particular about communication, we're so particular about, speaking, coming to people, because we are all coming here not just for one person's vision, right? Because you must have seen this in your, like, that's why we're all here coming together. That is why you are interested, right, in the first place. That's why are interested in the first place, right? Okay, so please, you guys should send in what you've learned, send into the chats. I want to see what you've learned. I'm going to be waiting for that. So type in what have you learned today? What new thing did you find out? Like what new thing did you get, right, while joining today's session? So please send in. I want to see it in the chats. I'm waiting. I want to see what you guys have learned in the chats. Please send. Send. Let us see. I want to hear your views. I want to know what you guys think about what all the things that you've done for today. So please, I want to hear it all. I want to hear it all. I'm waiting. I'm
All right,
waiting,
guys,
guys.
you've heard that. Please, let's hear what you have actually gained today. Type it here. We want to see it. We want to see it. We want to pin it. Okay, the first five people to actually send in what they've actually learned from this section is going to get a gift. Just chat us, okay, on any of our social media platform. You are going to receive something. Trust me when I said that I'm going to do a lot of giveaway today, and I'm not
Hmm.
joking. I wasn't joking. I said that.
Okay.
So we are going to do a lot. So type in. I'm looking for the first three. Okay, favor. You can also join the campaign. Okay, if you want to quickly type out the first three, and you have a gift from me personally. Okay, so type your first three. What was it called? Lessons that you've actually picked from this particular session. Send it to the comment section. I'm going to give you guys just 1 minute to do that. 1 minute before we round up. We are going to round up
Hmm.
shortly.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys.
So
Well, we're
1 minute to
getting
do that.
to the end of today's session. I think I'm a bit emotional about this, but please send in what you've learned. The new things that you've learned and all of that. So please send them in. Send them in. Right. I'm here. I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn from you as well. It's possible that there are things you guys learned, things you or views that you guys have that I didn't get as well, and I want to learn. Mr. Maiwa said, you must, like, to be an effective leader, to be a leader, you should be a lifelong learner. So here I want to learn from all of you. So please go ahead, just basically tell me. I really want to know. I really want to learn as well from you. So right, okay. So here we see, right,
We
so
have
the
one.
link um to join our community has been put. So please make sure you click on it, join the community, and get to know more basically about Ivy League. So please, guys, should click.
So Obie said something. Obie said the leaders don't react but respond. Oh yeah, you copied that
Respond.
from our slide. No, no, you copied that. You copied that from our slide. Okay, no problem, guys. So yeah, you are right. Okay, so Obie is number one person. I'm looking for the second person. Second person. Okay, who is the second person that's going to collect my gift? Before I hand over finally to Favor. To By the way, Favor is doing. In fact, I don't let me say it. Maybe I will say it at the back end. All right, guys. So guys, thank you so much for being a part of this. What's it called?
Yes.
Training. Okay, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Please, I want us to still listen again. There's going to be a replay, but the replay is going to be available for those people in the community. That's why I've been emphasizing on
Yes.
you filling that
Yes.
form. So the replay
So you
of this
guys,
whole
please
year
click
is going
the
to be
link.
available, but it's going to be available for the community. So click the link and register. And I see that most people subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Awesome.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much for
Awesome.
subscribing. So, guys, we are going to close the curtain here, and we are going to see you guys next week. Okay, next week Saturday is going to be, oh my God, have you seen a volcano before? It's going to be as hot like that. Okay, have you seen a volcano before? It's going to be so hot. So I'll see you guys next week. Please keep learning so that I don't stop. You don't start dying. Okay, keep learning, I'll see you guys. So let me leave you with our little montage. Take care, guys. Bye.
Right. Goodbye, George. Oh, John is gone now. Well,